No one tries to play the hero.
You just barge into our house, flaunting your arms around as if you are Joe Commando or something. Don't you fear that?
Don't. Sit. Sit down.
Who is she? Who? Your wife.
If anything comes up, I'll call you.
You want to preach to me, right? Not today.
What is going on, Joshua?
Mr. Man of God here is trying to lecture me about God.
Then calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down. I am trying to concentrate here and see how this can be over with. If any one of you take a step from here, when I come back, I'll kill the rest. I will shoot you if you take one more step.
Shoot me if you think you have the nerves. Or are you a toothless bulldog?
Now I know this is your home, but as of now, you play by my rules. Rule number 1.
Hello there. With the state of our economy today, it is my prayer that you are managing. My name is Houstin S, Gblah, and I would like to welcome you to today's edition of the program, The New Beginning, live here on Gblah TV. The New Beginning is a program that seeks to give us Liberians a new sense of national pride and patriotism. For whatever vision you have as a Liberian for Liberia, if you anticipate Liberia look like one day like New York, if it should one day look like the Bahamas, whatever beautiful picture that you paint in your head for Liberia to have, a civilized community where all of us can live in peace and harmony and prosperity. This program says there is only one way we can do it, and that way is to support one another. Whatever it is that I'm doing, you have to support me. Whatever it is that you are into, I will have to support you. That way, all of us can build that dream we want to build. So today with me, there are two beautiful people. And we are here to talk one sector of our country that is being slept on by our people. And this sector is a place where millions and billions are being made from other countries around the world. And they are one of the highest employees of people or young people around the world in every civilized country. But stay with me. After a very short break, we'll be back, and I promise you a very exciting and entertaining program.
Now I know this is your home, but as of now, you play by my rules. Rule number 1. Shut the hell up. Rule number 2. Speak when you are spoken to. And the final rule. No one tries to play the hero.
You just barge into our house, flaunting your arms around as if you are Joe Commando or something. Don't you fear that?
Don't. Sit. Sit down.
Who is she? Who? Your wife.
If anything comes up, I'll call you.
You want to preach to me, right? Not today.
What is going on, Joshua?
Mr. Man of God here is trying to lecture me about God.
Then calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down. I am trying to concentrate here and see how this can be over with. If any one of you take a step from here, when I come back, I'll kill the rest. I will shoot.
Welcome back. Again, this is A New Beginning live here on Gblah TV, and we are located at the intersection of Lynch and Kiwi Streets, Monrovia. With me today are two distinct personalities. With me is a father, a very oriented person, a stand-up comedian, a writer, a radio personality, look, a producer. The accolades are so much. He's a kind of special person. And he's no other but Master Duke Murphy Dennis. Mr. Dennis, you are welcome.
Thank you, Hodge. Thank you ever so much, Justin. Thank you.
And again is a director, a choreographer, a writer, and he's a professional. a family-oriented person. He's no other but Director Clarence Nathan, my dear brother.
H Republic. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much for having us. We are happy to be here today.
Thank you so much. You are welcome. Again, this is a new beginning. And this is Gblah TV. Make this place your home.
But I said, I feel good being here, you know. When I finally watched one of your episodes, and I was like, okay, I know this guy could do this because this is his passion. This is something that I would still love to do. He loves it to the pound. He loves it way up there. And seeing you doing it is nothing, because when we were on the radio before, and your acumen and your sense of wanting to do this was just it. So seeing you is not like strange to me, but the good thing is now the table has turned, and now I'm the one seated in the passenger seat and you are in the driver's seat. So I'm proud of you. Let me clear the slate off the table once and for all. And secondly, I want to say thank you ever so much for Gblah television. It is something, and that is I love what is here. We are here for everyone, and it's good. It's good, and I want to say thank you. And I trust in what you are doing, because at the end of the day, the belief will come come later. But for now, I trust that you can do this. You can steer the ship, and we can do what we gotta do.
Thank you so much, Chief. Thank you for being here with me. And he's that person who told me, my man, you can do this. And he's that person who brought me to where I am. And I want to say thank you, Chief. Thank you. So, Mr. Director, this is Gblah TV, and this is a new beginning.
Sure.
You're welcome. Make this place your home.
Thank you so much. Like Master Duke said, the service or the tagline on Gblah TV says a lot, and nobody have to tell you anything. The fact that Gblah TV is open up to every creative art. I mean, this is a platform that you can use to sell yourself out there. So that's why I think we all should, like you said in your beginning statement, we should be there to support each other. So I think with this idea, we can unlock a lot of opportunities. So yeah, thanks to the family, the Gblah TV family, we hope to continue appearing here once the year rises.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So, people, these are the people who did the movie The Redemption. For those of you who follow it, we did a post of that. The Redemption is exceptional. It's this kind of elaborate movie you will not know from the layout of the story, the way it's kind of structured. You will not know that this is a Liberian film, because we have this belief that we don't do good film. And these wonderful people are here to prove us wrong, because they have already started that process. So we are here to talk to them. They are here to tell you what the film is all about, so that you can go and see it. It did a first screening on the 7th of this month, which was done in Painesville there. So they are here to tell you what will be the next one, what their plans are for it, and all of that. We are not only going to talk that, we are going to look into our union, the Laborious Movies Union. It has been around since the early 2000s, and it's ups and downs. The struggle. I don't know whether it is us as movies makers, or it is you, the public, or it is the government. We don't know where the problem is from. But it's so good that we have the brain behind the funding of it, one of the brains, and we are going to have a wonderful conversation. So stick and stay with us. We love you to make your comments in the comment section based on how you see it and what you think of it. So join us, stay with us, and let us carry on this shit. So I will want to start with the director. The people say it is a director's medium. Yeah, it is his version that we see on the TV.
Sure.
The writer put it together, and what we see, that word that get our emotion, that word that stirred us, that give us different kinds of feelings, is from the director. So, Chief, tell us, what kind of movies is this Redemption?
Well, like you rightly put it, the director version is what we see. So, like, usually we would say, in the film era, we say the writers are the gods. That's what we usually say because they sat and created the various characters that were created from the beginning of the universe, right? God said, let there be light, like this, and He created man in His own image, same as the writer. So the writer created something, but then now there should be a messenger. There should be somebody like you talk about. There should be someone who's going to bring the message to the people, for the people to see the message. So that's where Jesus came in. No, I'm just saying it that way so we can have the simple understanding of how the film goes. So Master Took wrote something, talked on something very innovative, something very creative, and then he needed someone who could understand from his point of view, and then he taught on. I think Clarence can understand the point of view I'm writing this, and he can explain it to the audience better in a motion picture, and then that's what we step up to do. So Redemption is a movie that firstly we did it with the mind that you can sit and watch it with your children. We decided to do something like that because most of the time we see movies that people are not really comfortable watching with their kids anymore. We see most of the movies on YouTube, we see them everywhere. So we decided to do something different. So Redemption is that kind of movie in the first place I want to establish. Okay. And then Redemption is the key thing about Redemption is about transformation. It's about a movie that will make you to sit down and reflect on how you have even treated other people that you think you are not equally yoked with. Because even in Christianity, we say the Bible says don't be equally yoked with unbelievers. But then, do you know that even with your activity with the unbelievers, you can even bring them to the very Christianity? So these are some of the ideas we try to look at. How can we tell this into a story? How can we explain it the other way that will have people sit there and reflect on themselves and say, well, have I been doing this the right way? Have I been engaging my fellow humans, people who are caught in situations? Have I really been opening up to them to bring them to the very Christianity I'm into or the very religion I'm into? So it is about redeeming a fallen person, someone who has lost his or her way, redeeming them, bringing them to the rightful light that you have seen. That is the kind of story we decided to tell through our craft.
Wow.
Yeah.
Redemption. Redemption. The name alone is special. The gods. Yeah, like the director Clarence said it. You are the one who features the word. You are the one who said, let there be life, and there was life. Let there be light, and there was light. You have created a word that have people thinking, because I talked to a few persons who were part of the screening, and they were kind of, this movie is special. It's a Christian type of movies. It's a family-oriented movies, and I'm not surprised because you are a family-oriented person. But what I want to understand first before we dive deep into the story is, what's the inspiration in writing such a story? Where did it come from?
Can I ask you a question? Mm-hmm. I know we're having a conversation, like we're talking behind the scenes, and we just want to make this a conversation. Or what does he want to be remembered for when he's no more? When he's gone to his final resting place?
I just want to be remembered as somebody who helped to make things better.
Good. So I want to be remembered for that person who came when everybody was shooting this. He decided to shoot this one. He decided to go outside the box. He decided not to do nudity. He decided not to do where people think that movie you must be naked. Where you got to show your curves, you got to show your breasts, you got to kiss someone. You have to almost reach to the point where you want to have sex. And then people think that that is appealing. But there is another group of people that nobody looking at, they don't care about them. Those are the people that give me the innovation to do what I did. I remember I went to football field. If I tell this thing that redemption was just a story in my head. I think it was just in my head. So I went to the football field to watch the county meet. It was Grand Cape Mount versus Lofa. And then Lofa brought two guys from South Africa to play for them. They are playing in the South African League, the PSA League. So, and then those guys were playing. But then one of the guys, a crew guy, from my side of from Sino County.
You got a girl from South Africa?
Yes.
One of the guys, a girl from South Africa?
Both of them. Okay. They're from Sino County.
Wow.
Crew. But if you know, in this country, you play for whoever you want to play. And they were playing, and then the guy, I think the guy's name is, I don't have something. And his name was swinging. Everybody called the guy name. So I went blank. I mean, like, this guy, everybody called the guy name. So this guy will be remembered for this. This is his stage. So what will he be remembered for? So it boils down to legacy. So I'm like, okay. I left from there, I called someone. Because I never had a computer. So I called Osha, I said, Osha, I need a computer. Please give me the computer quickly. I said, but I need a computer. I sat down. The first thing I did a plotting, I did everything. And then because it was something seated. And then I decided to bring it to write it down. Where we are. And then when I was done, there was only one person I could trust. Yes. Because Clarence will call me Master too, but Clarence is like a son to me. We come a long, very long way.
Yeah.
Very, very long way. From Ghana, yes. As a matter of fact, he was my bag of friends. If you watch, if you one of those who play, there are a lot of things I know. Anyways, I'm not bragging. I'm not bragging, but I have to say, if you watch, what do you call it? This guy used to play golf. The person who is behind the big golfer, the guy who took the bag, they call it baggers. Okay, so he's like my bagger. When I have a role to play, when I was acting in Ghana, when I have a role, I just wanted him to be around, watch the curves. So it was like, okay, I'm teaching this guy along. He's my own Elijah. It's my own Elijah. So when I finally did the script, I called him up. I said, I got something for you to see. Well, okay, Papa, come. So I said, but what do we? He tell to come to social location. And when I met, he said that. So when I opened the script, put the machine on, he sat down and looked through. And then the only thing Clarence did was look at me for a while. And then he giggled and said, when do we start this? Yeah. So I'm like, okay, now that I've gotten his attention, I don't have money. Then he said something. And from that point now, I know that money is in everything. He said, as I do it, I have more money. This show is not a big budget story. This show is about maybe $1,500 story. We can do it.
Wait. US dollars,
United States dollars.
Okay.
United States dollars. So he said about 1,500. You know, if you want to do, that's a common story.
Mm-hmm.
He said about $1,500. Probably would spend other things in the future, but to shoot this movie, because it's a one-place movie.
It's a low budget film.
Yeah, low budget film. But now I can tell you, they're gonna give us good money. So I wanted, like he said, I want for people to sit down and watch movie. I remember once upon a time I was watching some I think one Japan, not Japanese but Korean movie. How was the name of the movie? It's bloody, like they call it All of Us Are Dead. Yes, it's like a vampire movie. So I watched it on my computer, and then my wife was like, "Why are you watching the movie with the chair in my bed?" That breaks me down. I can't watch the movie with my chair anymore because it was not a good content. So I closed the computer and I said, I gotta watch. So my chair myself will sit and watch cartoons. I download cartoons for them. We sit down all of us like, hey, it's stuff that I want to watch, but I gotta watch it with them. But for redemption now, I can sit down and watch it with them. So that were my innovations coming from, to say, do something outside the box. And I tell you, every time you see anything from the stables of New Leaf, and that time you see something from the stable of New Leaf, it's going to be Christian stuff. We got a whole load of things, but this is for the future.
Wow, Master Duke.
Yes.
And for those watching us in outside, I got inspired by watching a football game, the contest meet. And I was watching a Japanese film that was very bloody, it was violent, and I was watching it alone with my kids on the website. Why are you watching such film? It tells me you are from a different world. The football game gave you a sense of belonging. The place of watching that movie gave you a sense of redemption, a reason why there should be some level of transformation.
Yes.
Things are not good, they should be. Redemption came to birth. But people, I think we are seeing something that is not Liberian's pattern. You need to see redemption. But before we go deep into the redemption and see how best we can take one or two characters apart to really make you understand what it is, let us take a look at the trailer and see what you can take from it, and you can continue watching.
Now I know this is your home, but as of now, you play by my rules. Rule number 1, shut the hell up. Rule number 2, speak when you are spoken to. And the final rule, no one tries to play the hero.
You just barge into our house, flaunting your arms around as if you are Joe Commando or something. Don't you fear God?
Don't sit. Sit down.
Who is she? Who? Your wife.
If anything comes up, I'll call you.
You want to preach to me, right? Not today.
What is going on, Joshua?
Mr. Man of God here is trying to lecture me about
Oh,
God.
then calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down. I am trying to concentrate here and see how this can be over with. If any one of you take a step from here, when I come back, I'll do the rest. I will shoot you if you take one more step.
Shoot me if you think you have the nerves. Or are you a toothless bulldog?
Now I know this is your home, but as of now, you play by my rules. Rule number 1, shut the hell up. Rule number 2, speak when you are spoken to. And the final rule.
So, welcome back. Again, you are watching a new beginning live here on Top Plus TV, and I am your regular host, Houstin S. Gblah. And I'm sitting here today with the guys from the New Leaf production, the producer of Redemption, this new Liberian movies that is making airwaves. Trust me, it's a movies you want to watch. It's not something that you can anticipate. They're full of suspense. The emotions are hard. And it's something you can watch with your family, your entire family, the kids, everybody can be around because it's so informative. Trust me, that's something your children will learn from. That's something that is a training point for even we, the parents. There are certain things we can do before our kids. Those things stay with them because we are the teacher for them. The things they watch us doing become things they practice to do because they feel it's right. So Redemption is that kind of movie that's going to tell you, no, as a father, as a mother, as an older brother or older sister, you can't do these kind of things around a kid. So it's a kind of beautiful movies that will drive us to that civilized community, that prosperous that all of us are looking for. Trust me, watch that movie. Master Duke, as the God, before we go back to the director, let me know this character Joshua, what is he? Because I can see a very angry young man, very desperate. What is he? Why is he like that?
I think I like the way you put it. I like the way you put it. Angry young man. I like the way you put it. Sometimes, you know, sometimes people or situations catapult you into another dimension of life, especially probably when you just want to be good and the other people try to step on your toes. You try to be bad. Joshua, let's say Joshua is not a bad person, but let's say desperate times calls for desperate measures. Good. So he was desperate because he wanted a way out. And the only way he could have his way out is to do something out of the normal. That is to say, okay, let me just wear some bold face and act like I'm a tough guy. But every giant have a weak spot. Giants do cry.
Really?
Yes. Look, let me tell you something. As a matter of fact, I'm doing a script called Giants Do Cry.
Wow.
Yeah. Another
I'm
Christian.
glad to be the first person hearing it from.
I've already done the plotting already. It's when they say giants do cry, you see pastors. People that think pastors are superheroes. They are not superheroes. They go home. Your toil and your turmoil, your the things you go through, they go through those things too. As a matter of fact, Jesus cried. Jesus wept. Yeah. He was God, but giants do cry. So someone who you see acting tough all around the place, they just, a lot of times we call it charade. They just wearing the facade. And like come out, oh, this one, that one, you know, called nice. No. Behind the scene, giants do cry. And they cry bucket full of tears. Giants do cry. So the guy is there thinking, everybody think, there's a point in the movie where we all, once upon a time, we all were like kind of broken, because when Julius, who played the role of Joshua, he came upon a time when he was crying. He was really crying, and probably maybe he went into some, we don't know. He was crying, and then we left. You know. So all the time he was acting when he entered the house with gun near him, flaunting all around the place. And there's a soft spot to everybody. So Joshua is this guy who was, like you said, angry, but he's just angry probably, I don't know, with life. He's just angry, and now you enter a house where everybody there want to preach to you. Yeah. The majority of the people, I don't know, we should have that for another day. There are a lot of people now who feel that even the church is just a place of failure. But like I said, let us keep it for another conversation. They will just tell, and then you enter a house, you have your brother wounded badly, and all of a sudden people want to preach to you. I need attention here. I need this guy, but I don't trust you people. It's my first time meeting you. I'm not going to give in. I'm not going to give out. I'm not going to just merge into you. I'm not going to just dip myself like milk in coffee. No, I'm not going to do that. I got to act tough. I'm an hungry man. Yeah, I'm the one in charge. I got to scream around. I got to bully people. By the end of the day, when they realize that, the guy's a toothless bulldog. So at the end of the day, the family that knew here, they were like, okay, now all wait till they pray. They come on balance. That way they pray. Everybody go that way. He will see who's who. We're not having, because they have all the time to have me. All the time to have me. But because if you see, there is one story in the Bible, guys. The guy who have come back home, the father will tell him, don't come back here. But that was the first Zogo in the Bible. Nobody knew about it. Nobody talked about it. The prodigal son. The first Zogo. Yes. Nothing new under the sun. Wow. Take it from me. When someone will eat in the pig pen or the pig pit, okay, that's to tell you they got left from this level to this level to go into a pig. We see it all happening around here. Mm-hmm. Those people, They need counseling. When they come around, we shouldn't be throwing them away.
Wow.
Yeah, people are here, people like, oh, was built on Christian principle. Seriously? Do you, the word principles, have you defined it? Letter per letter. Like we're built on Christian principle. And no guys come to ask for a nickel or dime. All you think they want to take drugs, but they don't take drugs. Some of them are even intelligent. So the pastor is family when they excuse me, when they find out that this guy was, yeah, I guess I need some as well. When they find out that this guy was harmless, they had God. Harmless. Okay. We're just trying to talk to him. He's lost. Yeah. He needs the way. We know the way. The way is Jesus. Let's show the guy to redemption. You say one, look, the reason they will tell you, people will not tell you that secret. The reason they will tell you if one soul is saved, have you rejoiced? That one soul got a lot of souls attached to him. So when he gets saved, a bunch of people behind him is going to bring on board.
Yeah, people who believe him.
God. Now you do.
Okay.
You bring Joshua to redemption. There are many Joshuas out there, desperate and angry men, like Houstin will say, angry man. There are a lot of them out there. You bring one, plenty will come. Say one Zogo.
Yeah.
Say one Zogo. I've seen them.
Yeah.
A lot of them come. You know, just one reputable Zogo will be saved. So that's it. And then from there he listened to them. He came through. Look, I'm proud of my kid, you know. I'm proud of him. There are a lot of things we're supposed to be doing. We come to that part of it. There are a lot of things we're supposed to be doing. We're going and people should be like at peace. If you want to see the best in people, you can be at peace with them. Let everybody come and say, no stress. And they will work tirelessly. Once we're shooting 4 nights in a row, we started shooting a day. We got a movie called for night. In the morning, tell me I go sleep. Go rest. Night to come back to shoot. And Clarence will say, okay, now we have shot from this point to this point. So we're shooting bit by bit. So we started shooting by 7 o'clock in the night. So at the night gets deep. So sometimes we'll come when even we open camera and say, no, it's too soon yet. Then wait for 10 o'clock before we start shooting. Wow. Because the time is going from one transition to another.
Oh.
Until daybreak. So that whole night.
Wow.
So you must have someone who not just looking at the script and tells you, okay, like I can shoot them. No, that's not what we wanted. Not like that, I can. No. We'll get to that part.
That's one of the problem I've had with Labyrinth Fame. But it's so good that people like you are around with redemption. And I want to say thank you for what you have done. And I think this is a pathway for many other production houses and for some of us who are needed, aspiring to become actors, writers, directors, and alike. So, thank you. Redemption, my people. Joshua character, like he rightly said, is something that is in many of us homes. But how do we see how we can handle these situations? We found it around in our churches. But to have it all, to see the picture clearly as it is in the movies. Let's understand something from the director. Mr. Nathan, yeah. I know who you are. I've been knowing you for years. Sure. This potential, this work you have done isn't new to me. I know if we're in foreign countries, I know what you have been by now. Because I truly believe you know what you do. I'm proud of you, young man. Thank you so much. So, with Joshua, how were you able to take his version of Joshua and make it this exceptional?
Thank you, Coach. So, here is the thing. You know, when I stopped doing movie for some time, when I decided to start movie through my path, I thought that when I'm doing movie again, I should do it differently. It shouldn't be the same way of telling stories, right? But then, like the question you asked, when I went through that script, and then we tightened up some areas, there were a few names, that my pap sent, show me, oh yeah, we needed to work with a person, but the person is not here, I'm thinking what we can do. I wasn't just looking for names. I was looking for people or someone that can transition in a moment to another person. I hope you're getting me. Mm-hmm. Now, most of the people call for casting, it happens, right? But then if a director knows an actor that can deliver this thing, it goes for them without doubt. Yeah. I needed someone with a very good artistic, someone that could transition just from laughing drinking this water. Like we get one popular stuff that content creator usually use, the kid who was crying and transition right away and started laughing, and it's used almost comedy contents, right? That was for fun, right? But in reality, there are people who were just acting and you are just laughing, and all of a sudden, yes, character transition into something else. I needed that person, and the only person I could think on was Julius Wilson, who acted or played the role as Joshua. Now, I needed to bring Joshua to life. I saw the script. That's the kind of person needed for that role. Someone who's going to transition at any time. So now, if you watch Redemption, people will watch Redemption and see you be having conversation with Joshua, and you are talking about this water. All of a sudden, Joshua will just ask you something different out of the blue moon, and people are like, but who is this guy? I mean, they're talking to him and then he's into something else. And all of a sudden, he will be like, okay, everything fine, and then character transition, he's angry, he doesn't want to listen to anyone. Only what he says should be done. And you need someone who will give you the exact character, the fold on the face. I mean, let me tell you something. These are the things sometimes in artistic directing, many of our directors don't know.
No disrespect, no.
Yeah, sure. No disrespect to them. But when you direct it, the facial expression, you see the face here. This place has different kinds of folds, and you can tell that the man can be smiling with you, but he meant something different. But this one can, sometimes it tells you that, yeah, this face is what's it. So, Julia is just good in delivering exactly in that. So, I mean, that was the best way I thought I could bring that character, Joshua, to life. That people, listen, at the premiere of the movie or the viewing, as we decided to call it, from our point of view, we consider as viewing, people sat. People clapped, even when we thought people wouldn't have been clapping at our space, they were clapping. People stood up to clap. I mean, the entire audience. So that is what a movie should be. And then when you sit, when your final work is out, when you pass by as an actor, you've been acting in 5 movies, 11 movies, but there is a guy who just acted 2 movies, and for that 2 movies, he's known. Or he's been acting several movies, but just 2 projects or a single project. They started to bring him up already, building his benchmark to another level. Then he said and said, yes, I've been doing it the wrong way through, or I've been working with in the wrong way. So that is what we wanted. And trust me, by the time this movie is out on platforms that people in the diaspora and other places can watch, I believe you will invite us here again. to talk about this movie.
Redemption. They think about redemption that I can't stop getting off my head is when you look at a movie, it speaks to our Liberian reality. It speaks to it in so many ways that I was marveled by that. There are many of us here who are fatherless and motherless. There are many of us. Many of us in Liberia, we are self-reared. People expect us, self-reared people, to have moral discipline. Let me go as Tupac said, all the people that taught me were hoes, were thieves, were drugs dealers. How is it you are looking for a pastor in me?
Deep meaning.
So, when I see redemption, when I see the character of Joshua, I'm seeing myself in many ways. I'm seeing many of my colleagues, many of my very good friends who don't have parents, and all along they grew us in the street. They grew up in the street. Among people like me, among other people, some of them turn Soko, and we castigate them. Some of them are prostitutes, and we just castigate them, not knowing where they're from. I want to say thank you to the two of you for bringing such story to life, which is our lives. I want to say thank you so much. You have done something marvelous. And like Grace, I believe if you watch this, you will know what I'm talking about. Thank you. There is this thing. We have a union in our country, that Liberia Movies Union. We have it. And I can host many of you. I hosted the president here before along with his team and like that, because I feel that this sector can give millions to our country. Those who are struggling to go to $1.2 billion or 1. Whatsoever billion, I believe this sector alone can raise millions and millions of dollars that can tap that money out, that we don't need what they think they want to get out of that. And it's been slept on. I have not seen projects that have been released lately anywhere around the union's publicity and all of that. The last one I saw going on is your project. What is it with the union and every other thing? It's your problem.
I want to make a disclaimer, right? Before people think that, that Hush can't be the man in front of the door. Everything you hear me say here, I put one in my mouth. Okay. Everything you hear me say here, Hush ain't got nothing to do with it. You know Cat William? The comedy Cat William?
Yeah.
He appeared on a podcast hosted by Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
When Cat William was done with the podcast, the show finished. At the end of the show, it has gained, that particular show has gained so much. Before the day ended, they had 2 million views already. But guess what? The entire show died. Because Cat William was saying the future of some of the things that are happening now, such as the Diddy story. Cat William talk about the Diddy story. So I don't know when I'm done. Then when you call people here, they start talking. You call Rami over there, they start talking all kind of thing. You pull start to him. So that's the reason I want to make it sound like a disclaimer. Not disrespect. I'm not here to disrespect anybody. You talk about the union. First of all, let us define the word. Do we know? You see, as for me, I don't like about throwing words all over the place. I'm not saying that you won't throw words. No. I don't believe. But I don't believe in throwing words all over the place. Oh, let the union. Oh. So then we ready the entertainment industry. Are you kidding me? You got union here. Union, so union that holds together despite anything. That's a union. When I even call you there, you can't. When I don't even invite you, it's a union. It's together. That's the reason you will have workers' union, you will have labor union, you will have different kind of unions. I don't need to call you when I'm in trouble, when I'm in distress. You come, you show up for me. You're talking about people that I saw you by the time I dropped the trailer, and by the time I dropped the poster, you didn't ask me. You posted. You and myself got something going on. You know that, okay, in the future, they probably succeed. I'm part of this success. We'll be talking about this success and say, if they not go out, you take somebody foul. When they put it all on your hair, they say, keep as far as down to his garment, the end of the garment. So the entire clothes enjoy the stuff. Do we see it here? No. Put salt here. No ends will come here. Put sugar there. You don't know where the ends coming from. Sugar invite ends. Everybody want to come to something that's beautiful. You think I just want to come pay $10, $20 to something where they call union. $25, I want to be at 35 or something that not there. They pretend they're there. I was there before. I was there. I know what happened to me. And people are there know what happened to me. I was there. I'm not angry about it. No. I'm not bitter about it. I want to hear about everything in life. I can tell people you want to. I don't believe in jealousy. As a matter of fact, when people talk jealousy, I don't see it. There are two words. One is in French and one is in English. Two of them spell almost the same way. Pronounce the same way. P-E-T-I-T, petit, small. P-E-T-T-Y, petit, small. That's why I feel when people want to say, oh, this one, you just small in your head, so you myself when you go in the same place. My head too big, and the things are my head big. Your head small, the things are small. One big head and one small head can't work together. Movie union, it's a good thing. Everybody, like you were saying from the onset, what I remember you saying, money, this one, what people? Ebola time? You know how some people make their break here? The thing zoom so far up there. How did not manage it up there now? Why nosedive? Why nosedive? It came down and just scattered around the place into pieces. What did we do wrong? It was a breaking point. Nobody can stop piracy. Don't fool yourself. The great American piracy stayed there. Stop fighting battle, you will not win. You just want to do it to eat money. You are alone, just want you go for piracy, go say that my man, don't leave people here. You think I put a movie on YouTube tomorrow, people will not download it. I will get my money. They will not go show it to their family members. I sit down in places. People call me, oh, I'm watching a movie here. Even lives here. About the movie going. Yeah. This is what we want. Build a platform. This platform you have now. That's good. That people can air their view. When you talk about movie union, you know how many times the government have given movie union money? They have been captured in the budget. I'm not saying they say that I want to be part of the team. Because the people that are there, they don't know what it's all about. When movie union had our office right down, how do you call it? Camp Johnson Road. C.A. Thomas time. Yeah. 50,000 United States dollars. The very next day, C.A. Thomas came a work car. You back out with movie union money? Then when someone want to talk, they say, you talk too much. No, see you want me to talk, let me move on there. You get idea. Nobody want the idea. They feel I want to be president for movie union. What I can benefit? Stress. And the good thing about it, look, I just wanted to somebody was talking about the entertainment industry in Latvia. I look at the money for now and say, shut up. You know what I call industry? I said this entire country got no industry. Put me on record. Say I said so. We not get industry. We not get rubber industry. We not get clothing industry. We get nothing. If you say you got industry, you have all the fashionistas coming together. They put an industry together. You just get a group of people there, just put their thing together. It's not industry. America, when you try to talk about the film industry in America, you're talking about Golan and Columbus. When you if you release their movies, I live in cinema halls. Some movie I go and see the producers, I see the production house, I don't go watch it. Yeah, but every time you see Golan, Golam, you see such as Missing Action, you see such as Delta Force. Those are the movies that you got New Line, you got United Artists, that industry there. That was you see that thing when they call production. That's why I can tell my people, we get production also. When I touch no balance with the other production house, they don't hire you. Oscar hire one movie, or can do our first or can do anything. Blah blah. We finish go your way, go out. Without holding nobody down. They don't have an industry. You take 25,000, you take 50,000, you can shoot one movie. I told the people what to do with the money. They get to share the money, or they get to go in America. Can one person tell me they have reciprocated this union that sent you to America? Have you reciprocated the good? All of them, Courage Bobo, Brian Sludge Union, the list is endless.
The Directors Guild's president.
Yeah, all of them go to America on this union. When was the last time you said something? You said camera here. Bishop Gblah, all of them. When we did a movie here called Out of My Hand.
Yeah.
Good. Majority of them went.
In Kokata were Kashiki.
Good. Kishiki Fukunaga. I'm telling it.
I'm aware.
Okay. That is for another day. That is for another day. Money was spent. Did they do anything? No. You talk about union? You know, for a group of people, why do people keep running something like that? Let me tell you this, Austin. Let me bust you guys' bubbles. Nigerians were setting shooting movie. Okay, let's say Austin, Nathan, and Duke are the producers. We put our money together. We hire the artists. We finish hiring such as Ulu Jacob, Peter Doche, all the guys. They finish, they get all the money back. We tell you, carry out your money back. The lead today, they came up with Obasanjo, took over the movie union, Nollywood. You know about Nollywood pump into the people economy? $7 million. So when they pump the $7 million, the government look at it and say, $7 million can come from inside the thing? No one got to get them money. $270 million. They give it to them. Then when you get a Buna body, whiskey, all the guys come from, they loan everybody think they pay the government back. Some people can take loans from the union or from the industry. Today you got everybody going there. They give 50,000, you eat all. Nothing to show off. You can't. A father will only give a child who bring good report home. I give 50,000 on it. You can't bring $5 back.
So you are telling me this problem isn't government's problem?
No,
it's the union's
problem. It's a union problem.
Because I have talked to many, and most of the time they say the government are giving money, the government are prioritizing us. I'm aware of C.A. Thomas, I'm aware of the former president Matos Akosa.
Okay. You get it, you know.
Yeah. But most times they say government are giving money. If government give money, the money is small and nothing we can do, and all of that.
I told the people once upon a time. I told you once upon a time. They gave you 50,000. Call all the best brains. We'll bring free script. We'll write a good story. I was telling a group of people the other day, there's a guy in Ghana. He didn't go to school. But he learned from the German guys. He did his first movie in Ghana called I Told You So, black and white. Go on YouTube, it's there. When the guy did a movie, He screened a movie the first time in Accra. People did not turn up. Guess what he did? Also, the guy took his movie out of the city for 1 year. That's not showing the movie in the regions. The movie got so popular before it got in town. When it got in town, the day it got in town, all the cinema show it. Wow. So the guy is pretty seated. The singer did Kukratume. They rode to Accra. I told you I live in cinema also. And let people play with it in here. That one nobody will see me writing anything. They will not see me just doing anything I go and say. No. Enough. But begin tell me, we're not compromising anything. You know me. The day you read a script, it will be there. Wow. Come the set, it will be there. Now when I go playing here, I was sorry because when I get playing. When I post submarine here, I was scripting. It's not there. It makes no sense. Yeah. Write the script according to your thing. The great Hollywood, they're doing it there. Why you won't be using what the AR run play when you can't even do effect good. They can't take that movie. You know, all you have to do is shoot a very good project. Don't bring anything. Or you want to launch it, they've seen it launching in the 15 counties. You feel it, take $1 or $2, carry back to government. If that $1,000, you carry back to government coffers. Central Bank of Nigeria or finance. That $10,000 for the movie, you know. I bet you the next time they say they want to subsidy, they giving subsidy to whosoever, movie union will be different. They will never put it with the rentals. They will not put it with the other people. They will not put it with musicians. They will not put it. Your own will be different. Sure. When you get up, you get all of your 50,000. Very next day you buy a car. You can't let me say that. They all of them get up with one wax story. We get it. Who won't let? You want pay theater? How? You have not done anything for anybody to see why you want pay theater, dude. We manage now. The theater will come later. I say I want to talk plenty man before.
Mr. Director, there is so much going on, but this current leadership, how is it helping you in the process of redemption? This current leadership.
Current leadership referring to the union?
Yeah.
Well, the first thing here is I'm not a member of the union.
Oh,
that's the first thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I got a reason why I'm not. Like what?
I would love to know.
Yeah, like what my papa was just saying. Listen, before I could leave the movie scene, we've been around. We've been with movie union. We attended movie union meetings and all the things. We've been attending meetings and like that. But let me say this. Something Duke said before I go forward. Everything has a moment, or it got its own moment to elevate. The Gblah moment was a moment for the Liberian film industry. Though we started with comedy, we could have transitioned into something else and remain and maintain. Just as you see the Liberian music industry, the Liberian music now. Now, in Liberian music, what's happening to the Liberian music? You can go for a 4-hour party, 4 hours, or a whole day party and play Liberian music. And I mean, you don't need to play foreign music.
Yeah.
Can you sit to your house for half of the day and watch just our Liberian movies after the Gblah? It's just recently you start seeing 1 or 2 Google projects of recent. Just few producers started to do some good projects. But there is a huge gap from the Gblah time up to now to start seeing good projects. It is recently you start seeing some good projects from Liberia on YouTube. There are some producers, there are some directors that have been working. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are some projects out there. You check out, you see them Liberian projects that are good. They are working now. So not all of them part of the union, because let me tell you something like what the Papa said just now. If you are part of something, you should feel belong. That's one of the things, you should feel belong. You know, when I was in a development area, we did something called people with possibilities. So feeling belong is something that makes you to do more. If you are in a cycle, if you are part of a team, and you do not feel belong, you don't feel like you should do more for that group you're part of. When I just started to go back into movie, I went for one movie premiere of recent, apart from mine. I think a movie premiere of recent. The person who did that movie is part of the movie, is part of the union, right? Now, what I think is at that premiere, there should be at least an official statement or representative from the union that would represent the union there, that would go and speak on behalf of the union, or to say something, that the person will be fair. That, oh yes, we have an official or a representative. It could be anybody, but that person should be sent as a representative for the movie at that premiere, just to show. But I didn't see any. I was there from the beginning of the program before the movie could really start. I was there until the movie ended. There was nobody. So the same with my movie recently that we viewed, Redemption. Well, I believe maybe because I'm not part of the movie, so they decided to not come. But on the contrary, I believe even if I was going to be, maybe they could have come because they happened at the other side. So what does it show? It shows that there is a gap even within the union. From my analytical point of view, there is something the union is lacking and need to work on. If we say we set on the old man and apply a new one, you don't plug it in the same pattern as the old man.
But at the old man, you set in that one.
Yeah, but then you still planting a new one with the same old pattern.
Well, you not change the pattern because at the old man.
No, the pattern should change.
Okay.
Because this chair is not good, right? I want to build a new chair. Or the way in which the old chair was built, for which it didn't last, or it's not serving its purpose like the way we wanted it to serve, we should be able to build the other chair in a way that it will serve the purpose. Then when we are away, the new breed that will come and take over will step it up to the next level. There will be it almost like you started with certain brand, the way you build it. As the year goes on by, you see changes in your brand. It gets better. It begins to modify. You not continue with the same old style through, or because sometimes you want to look at the modern era we find ourselves. Is the movie union actually looking in that direction? These are the hard questions the union need to ask herself. Those are there, those members, when you go for meetings, these are the hard questions you ask. You hold your leaders accountable. The leaders also should hold themselves accountable for actions that they are not taking or things that they are not doing also. With that, there's going to be some changes, because if we listen to the feedback from our members, if I'm a union person or if I should make recommendations to the union, let's listen to the feedback from our members. Even you can get external feedback. Though external feedback and the feedback from your member, you use it as a learning point. You write the wrongs that the old administration didn't do, or things that you didn't do in your first quarter or your first year, you correct them. And with that, my brother, I think you will see people who voluntarily walk to the union. But even if you can boycott hundreds of premiere from someone who's got an idea of what they want to achieve, the person is working directly to what they want, they know their objective, you walk away from that premiere, it doesn't change a thing. Because even your own members premiere, you're not there. Let me just ask you one quick question. Do you know the Gblah movie union have a Facebook page?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, it has a
I'm a
Facebook.
follower of the page.
Myself, I follow it. And you know why I follow it? I don't just follow it only for the union project. I follow it to see if the union will have key updates on happenings within the union or with the members. They just restrict to the members. Since maybe you're not members. Yeah. How many members projects have you seen on the movie union page to say, oh, okay, do Murphy Daniel as a movie union member, let's put him as a member now. But if premiering his movie, Alice, is there anything like that? We don't see it. Let's put that one aside. There are so many things, right, that I think the union need to look at. This thing helps. It motivates the very members. The very members, they motivate them. I'm part of the union, and I got a project. I got a, not just a recording. I got a premium coming up, or I got a viewing time coming up. The union doesn't have the physical cash. I agree, because that's what they say. There is no money. But then the way you can support this person to allow because maybe I may not have more followers, but you will have more followers. So if the union help me in that process to put my ad on their page, put my post up, encourage members to go and attend, encourage other people to go and attend, then members feel like my $10 I can get as due or my ad money I pay, at least with the union help on the publicity, it will even help me for more people to attend my premiere or to buy my ticket, and I'll be able to get my money back. But these things are not happening. So I think these are steps or other things the union will need to look at to help itself. And then one final point the Papa made is, bro, we don't have a movie industry. And even the union, still a question mark to really consider the union, because I think we're not really doing everything we should be doing as a union.
I want to ask this, and I would love to start with you. We have a very young president right now, that is the union, a very young president right now. And the last time I spoke with him, he said he's willing to learn, he's willing to take suggestions, and he can listen to anybody. With all of these things happening, have you in any way reached out to talk with him and see how we can drive this passion of us all?
Who said go to the doctor?
Say that again.
Who's sick goes to the doctor. Doctor not come to you. You have the doctor coming at different money. You call it consultation at different money. You coming to the doctor at one thing. You will not be printing money, but they need the doctor coming to you. That consultation. Okay. Even you sick into your horse, the doctor come in. Who's sick goes to the doctor. I know you want to do the implication.
Yeah.
Who won't let go to school? School not come to you. We get president on this school come to you. Well, if the president is young, you want people idea, go to them. Call them. Don't sit there in the street hearing them. Bro, I call you, you not picking my call. Where do you get that thing? I come in. Don't be afraid. I told you, if I'm done, they won't come here again.
No, this program is for reforming like that.
So not reforming now.
Yeah.
Karim. Let me call this Karim. When it was said that Karim was about to be president, I called Karim. I called him up. They said he memorized everything that we talk. Somebody told me, oh, he got it jotted down. Yeah. Have you called me to say, okay, Paul, the thing that you told me, everything we jotted it, I jotted it down, they can't discuss how you want for it to work. But I want to send me text message. You ready there?
Are the text message inviting you or telling you about something?
Bro, when I want to see you, I can't see you. This one. You don't call me. Clarence Nathan want to call me. I call him the Dapana. He won't call me. He called me. See what you want to say as when he can't get me quickly, same voice note. Gblah does the same thing. He called me pro. That's only for me. You won't talk. Texts are different thing. Talk are different thing. I give him a lineup. I called him. I still got the timeline. My phone got spoiled anyway. I got the timeline. We talked for 48 minutes. I called him. He didn't call me.
48 minutes.
48 minutes. That's a long time. 2 or 3 sentences for now already. 2 or 3 sentences for now in 9 minutes. Space of 9 minutes. Things that were built ever since. I called you. Told you we can do this, we can do this. I told you I said forget about government. Forget about government. You can raise your own money. Also, you must have seen it on a platform before. We talk about raising money. Yeah. We're not talking about it before. You think the last thing we're talking here? You just wanna see on television. Let us see that once upon a time we're talking, it was now on television. The whole world was not hearing it. Now the whole world hearing it. We talk about it before. We talk about it. Your side, put more inside. We talk about it. We talk about the same thing. And let me tell you something. Nobody born to be president. No. You just fortunate to be there. You can't. No president gets sense. You know, anybody who want to be prosperous, you want to be successful as a leader, you got to take the guy they call Ronald Reagan from the former US president, the late. The guy left Hollywood. As a matter of fact, that was the first entertainer that became president. Yes. He left Hollywood, came to be president. He was not even senator. Senator, they know, resolve the popularity. But guess what? The guy became successful. They interview him once upon a time. They said, but somebody who come from Hollywood and succeed. You know nothing about governance, you know nothing about democracy, you know nothing about, but you just succeed. How come? They got one of the most successful presidents. You know what he said? I starved. S-T-A-F-F-E-D. I starved my incompetency with competent. Wow. They tell me I bring people around me who know. They will make me win. As a matter of fact, just you can get it. Forget it. I'm not trying to say I'm only campaigning for Joseph Makaya or nobody. But who they can say we at the end of the day? GMP. You see that before the thing that they put in like a business? He doesn't even know about it. But the people bring it, oh yeah, for true. I starved my incompetency with competent people around me. And you pass. You fly in colors. As a matter of fact, your name will go. When you're going to present a document, when people when they're going to read the SONA, State of the Nation, a bad president can read it, president.
He's not even a writer.
He's not even a writer. Hello? Now you know. You know where I can be going, but you want to pick him up. He goes to the UNGA, United Nations General Assembly. That somebody can go read that thing, but they can say, the mail, eloquent, the press hole. People are there. The hard leaders win. The hard leaders succeed. Bring people around. I can't say that you too speak and smart. You saw bourgeoisie or you are the echelon of power, so you think you are the cream de la cream. No, you just fortunate though. And when you bring Dominic right, bro, your whole relationship and your whole leadership will just be like that, man. Dominic, you're dusty. So you gotta bring people around. I talked to Karim. I told her, Karim, we can do this, we can do. We don't need those people. Let me tell you one of the things. So probably people will think that, oh, maybe I want to shoot myself before. I can tell anybody in this country, when it comes to stand-up comedy, I can do, and I say I'm the best. No, but I'm in my class by myself. I'm not the best. Man, I'm not the best, but I'm in my class by myself. Nobody myself in the same class. Getting me?
Yeah, true.
I told him, I said, I have this gift to make people laugh. You know about it. You have a union. You have weight. You don't know the weight. No. You have a weight. All you do is put this weight behind this gift. Let me money. And I want plenty money. Give me 20% of every dollar that will bring me. Wow. The movie union will now write letter to how do you call the place? Ministerial complex. They're not getting complex. They will kill you. Finish your ticket. 3-month publicity. Follow that place. You made your 20,000 What you got to do? Give me 2,000. I go my way, go your way. But waiting, then maybe you care to somebody who waiting Clarence say, waiting. There are certain things I will tell or should tell me. You're not going to hear me. 3 years of crap to that company. You will stay in the company, you will never go in the crowd. There are a lot of secrets I know about people, you don't go places, no. 3 years of crap to that company, I prefer company. That one I get plenty friends. I get in the money, I get the word, I go see my son, I go see now. To the workplace, we brainstorm of what next we are thinking about doing. Right now, people tell me, oh, and before the year end, redemption of your wallet place. So I will not care. Going to project number 2 right now. As far as him myself concerned, complacency now in our book. Okay. Redemption finish. Redemption is a finish. That to go choking outside there for people to see. Get ready for the next meeting. So you want from the company part of. You know who the people don't see far from their nose. You will. I can see no.
Mr. Neto, the Gblah himself. Amen. Karen and Bona, HB now. I want to ask this thing across. Have you in any way tried to reach out?
Well, Karen and myself have not really been talking for some time. Not on the issue of having issues. Let me be very clear. No. Yeah. Now that we have issue, but honestly, you know, when I left the movie business for long, I just decided to steer everything away from movie. Yeah. I really needed to readjust myself, and then I needed to come back into the movie area with a whole different thing. But then we have not really been talking when it comes to okay, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this, let's do that. And yeah, I know very well when I call Karim, I know when I call him for us to talk, I believe he will give that audience. Or when I call the other members of the executive, I will definitely have that. Once upon a time, I should have encountered them when we were on the county tour when they just took over. I was then in rehearsals because that's where I was based, and then we didn't have the time to meet when they were coming to rehearsals. There was a change, I think changing their plane or delay or something, and I had to go for some training or something outside of the place. Yeah, so we didn't have the time, but we have not really been talking on those things. Yeah.
Okay, so finally on this union thing, so that we can go back to our redemption to know about the next plan and what the audience should expect and where will be our next viewing point. So we as Liberia, like this program, believe it's all of us coming together. The reason why redemption today is a success is because there were two that was a company. And it's a company that came together. And those two impacted in a crowd. And they lead that crowd with the vision that the two have as a company. Do you in any way have a vision for what we quote unquote call our union? And if that is, will you present here in a nutshell some advice you will give that way? At least turn it from what it is to something that we will see progress and hope in.
Okay, thank you. Now that I have something in my head, I'm going to tell them that okay, I want to belong to this thing, the thing you call union. I want to be a part of it because at the end of the day, probably other people might ask some question. You know, like questions, some kind of question. Country, we try to do some other one way. I'm done with everything. We try to do the proper thing. But like you said, advice. Or she can get advice for all somebody care. But what are we taking? Yeah, find out that problem. But I'll reach out to him. I remember the other day they were having some king or queen contest. They come and I'm like, Jesus Christ. Of all things, a king and queen contest, what can we do here?
I really say it was for raising money.
What kind of money you want this?
But do we put money in the bag?
So the idea sold to you, reality will not bring better money than how you're getting content. But people will write, people can sit down and have a laugh of their life. They think they're going for 1 hour, 30 minutes, everybody going to bring 2 hours comedians to sit down. You do and you not even spend plenty money. People just can't. I don't will rest. I don't look. I've gotten to the point of this craft. I don't need to write. The whole country is funny. The comedy all over the place. They open your voice, start talking funny. Everybody. You think you're looking for money? I'm showing you a way to make money. Come to my next outing, February. Let love and laugh. You're so serious, jumping all over the place. Let love, na Valentine. Let love and laugh. February. Come and see. I know my strength. I want 100%. I remember I had a comedy show at Gblah House. I wanted 100%. I got 136. People were standing all their friends. Oh yeah. I know my way around. The other day I asked them. They can come. Then why you don't believe in me? Moravians are no single party hotel. I said they went there. I lack it. No space. I lack it down. I feel I put a baby down. Then how I can spend? That whole project I can spend $300. I then rent the place $200, $300 to do my publicity. The day I come to watch, I say, go home, I want to talk my show. How should I say? Broker. And the relationship I have with you, I have network. You spend $300, get plenty of money. You go to, how you call it, ministry complaint. Nobody asks for plenty of money. Yeah, a union here now. Yeah, union here now. We don't make noise about the thing. Sir, people will come because they not cause noise about the thing too much. They go there.
They will see what
it's all about. They spend their money already. They're already there.
Yeah.
They're already there. King and Queen contract, bro, who going? This is not a pageantry thing. No. Because before because I know we run out of time. Nigeria, doctors let their doctors work to come in parliament. Engineers, Osofia, that they make a face roll. Peter Doche, journalist. They leave all the things. They can't to the point where the money sitting down. It's in the stupid. That's my Elliot. Proper. Banker economics. Medical doctors, lawyers. They left all those things. They kill it down here. You know the money down here? That's settled money. One time you famous, one time you born, one time you blow. Control the way here? Okay. One day when you come to me or 5 million, I think you check. Okay. We sit down, what people can come in and carry on you. And they will still give you small money, big peanuts. Give me your own money. I'm not here to can't depend on nobody. No, that one why my brother do this thing. I told my wife, carry me all your money. I'm my wife now. I put all her money inside. I go begin. One is on the set. Parents bought all the snacks on the set. All the snacks. Everywhere you turn, in the middle of the night, people can be sleeping. You turn around, you see biscuit, you see candy. People just mushing. The next day, come fresh ones are there. You enter freezer, you drink, you tie a power malt, you see all over. You can't be refreshed. You can't bring one side, you can't stress them around the plate, anything they're shooting. But we learn the curves. The first movie I acted, they call it, just forget, I acted as a drunker. The entire movie, I played three scenes. That the only 3 scenes everybody understand. I mean, the only 3 scenes everybody with it. Oh, no, let me for the drunker, man. Hey, what a drunker. I don't want to be in a movie that will follow the whole movie. Nobody can remember me. Remember the entire redemption. Captain Smith. The girl who played Olivia is the one everybody talking about. Don't take it, Harry. Talking about her. So I will reach out to them. I like the way you put it. I'll reach out to Karim. I'll try to talk. I'll talk to him some more to tell him, leave the people who you think will give you anything. Leave them alone. Y'all leave beauty pageant alone without being fastened. That one won't get better than that. One good thing I know is you have it. The gray I get water and be a beer way, which means you can't do it. You can't get failed, you can't cost, you can't do nothing. Yeah. At the end of the day, they can't say, bro, sorry. But the way they go in, they're not going the real way.
The Gblah. And then before we go to the closing, we should be on redemption.
Yeah.
We want to know the next step. But before we go, look, we can't do it all by ourselves.
Sure.
We need forces around us, and we need a kind of regulatory body. That's how everyone else around the world are. Is there any recommendation for our union that is going to give comfort to not only you, but other people like you who really know what they're doing, but then they shy away from the union because of the way things are going? Are there anyone from you?
Yeah, Houstin, Karim is a very young, energetic. You already know I've been knowing Karim since came back to Liberia, and then I think I met Karim around 2009, 2010. We started to know each other, so that was a very long time. Went on a couple of work together. Karim has a passion for this. He served other leaders, all right, and then all I think his leadership can do, or some of what they can do, is like I said first, not going exactly with the old path that was constantly used. Now, somebody new path we can be talking about, like what Master Du was just saying. Let's do something different. We have had Mr. Olode, and we used to call it Olode before. Yeah. We have Mr. Olode here. What changes those things brought to us? So the issue now, I saw something from the union they talk about, or television series called Ghetto. That's welcoming because it aligns with what the union is into. But bro, the people that, there are some things I think the union shouldn't really put too much energy, too much time into. But going to the union, working with the union is something that we all would be, happy to do, because when we work together, we believe that we're gonna use good results if we can look at each other's ideas. Yeah, okay, this one can work, this one can work, this one is not. No, this one is not gonna work. It's like we are in a technical space on a drawing board. From that drawing board, we know what we bring out to the public. With that, we can do something different. So Karen has the energy. I believe Karen can run out, talk to people, move around. These are all good. These are things people expect. These are kind of influence at least you expect of a president. But then sometimes we focus too much on the bigger things, and then the smaller ones that matters, we leave them up. And those are the smaller ones that you will see will make you to as you leave the smaller one on, that small piece, it will helping you to hold certain things together. It pull back and say, let me just look at and see how it will go.
It cripples you again.
Yeah. But you look at the bigger one, you forget to balance all those things. So as those smaller ones that you're forgetting about, they are getting to people. Some people feel like, no, but then it may look small to the people, but for me, it's something important to me. So if they're not saying important, I'll step aside. All right. If someone was a producer or director who feel like they don't feel belong, and they are part of you, but they don't feel belong, they don't feel like their presence count or their absence matters. That the person is not around, we need to. If they feel it doesn't matter, they say, but my being there and being away doesn't make any sense. So why can't I just stay away? So we have to look out for these things. And I think one thing that you need to do again is open a room for feedback. Accept every feedback with a clear mind. With that, you'll be able to learn from those things. These are things that you see That's the difference between the NGOs and then big government areas or in other sectors. The NGOs will open feedback mechanism. So the feedback mechanism helps even the people that they are working for. They are working for the beneficiaries. The open feedback mechanism that beneficiaries can be able to communicate. And then you say, they raise up, bringing up, even though you see you're bringing up red, but the other red, it's not born in a red. They see you're giving up red. So people will talk in a hard way. You will not like it. You don't get it and say, also give me a red and sell it for you. No, bro. That's their right to express that what you give it and they don't like it. All you need to do is go back. Where are we buying this reds from? Can we go and inspect the warehouse? Can we look at the manufacturing process? How are they doing the bagging? How long has the rest stayed in the well? How are the people storing? Are they using the first in, first out method? The first rest that came in, is that what they're putting out? Or the first one that came in, is they keeping it because they see fresh rest, they want to consume it. Sometimes the problem might even be from the beneficiary because maybe you send the first rest. They didn't eat everything and you send new one. So the new one you send, they start eating and forget what the old one. The time the new one feel the old one already spoiled, they start eating and start complaining. That ratting really can't say. So you have to understand where the problem is coming from. But you can only understand that if you open the room for feedback, reach out to people, open online that people can call and say, my man, we think from my point of view, I think this is it. People can reach out, people can tell you what they think, and you catalog it, and then you sit and say, okay, these ones, let's see. I think they want actually there's something that we think we are missing the track on. We need to get back to this. Yeah, this one, who do you think we can put on this to look at it? We get people who can be able to interpret the kind of data that we get from these people. Once we get it, and we start to work on them, then we see that because it's almost like we call it in the NGO, we call it collaboration, learning and adapting. You collaborate with other people, you collect feedback, you get it from them, you learn what they have shared, you learn that okay, I was doing like this. I see why people are not buying it first. They target soon the people who they have match. It's so strong. You learn. Then you start to adapt. When you adapt, you start seeing a new picture of what you were missing. So I think that you get a long way. That you get a lot of talents out there, a lot of brilliant people out there that can contribute a lot to them. They just need to look for the referral people, explore their ideas, bring it, and use it. People become successful in this world. Not everybody becomes successful with their own ideas. So people just use. I may get what idea, okay, you bring them in. Let me get idea, bring them in. You wouldn't sit in. The people there, they're doing everything, and then in the end, you run on.
I'm not cutting him off. He just said something. Let me throw this one in the soup. Idea sells. Nothing sells by idea. The most expensive thing in the world is idea. Tesla that you see today, that this guy Elon Musk is playing up braggadocios around the place. That's somebody's idea. Yeah. And three things that in life you should any leader or people, as a matter of fact, that people can make dictators, that people can make monsters. I always tell people, I always tell larger congregation about that. Three things that we should not do when we are in setting the elephant in the room, the sacred cow mentality, and cherry picking. They want to happen. Let everybody be home. The elephant in the room. They must step on everybody, not some people. They must step on everybody. Not some people. They dress on that side, dress on that side. No, let the elephant step on everybody. Cherry picking. You must pick. Everybody must be the same. Don't look at the red boy and think that the little one sour. Everybody must have the same taste. And then the sacred cow mentality, who don't touch the one. And you know the president don't talk to him. Who? As a matter of fact, what that they're not burying somebody like Wakanda where they carry somebody body in the sky. Everybody go on the ground. You who that will not talk to you. So that's it. Those three things. If we can look at those three things, every leader, every entity will just look good. But they Labrador movie, you know, the cherry picking, the elephant in the room, and the sacred cow mentality, before a whole lot of cowards there around the place.
Okay, whole lots of covers all around the place. Again, you are watching A New Beginning, and we are live here on Gblah TV, and with two distinct personalities. Mr. Clarence Nathan, Dr. Gblah, the director of Redemption, and Master Duke Murphy Dennis, a stand-up comedian, the writer of the movies and the producer, the radio personality, and the writer. There's so much accolade to his name. So I'm here with these two distinct figures, and we are discussing the Redemption and Battle of the Labradors Movies Union. We believe that if we should make progress, we have to come together and work. Trust me, whatever they have said there is not in an intent of hate. It is an intent of cooperation. It's meant that we can come together, see where we are falling short, and see where we need to amend those things and come together and progress as a nation. This program, we want a new Liberia. So all we talk about here is the way out to get that new Liberia we want to get. Like 2 questions before we take a leave. But I would like to throw this before the last one, which is going to be climaxing everything about Redemption. FS Studio, the one owned by the legendary Frank Gregory Artus, is throwing out this opportunity to market Liberian films because he believes that because we don't have that to say this is where we should have as our marketers responsible for Liberian film, most of the production houses have been exploited and many Liberian films are not seen around. He think it's a problem and he's offering an opportunity to filmmakers of Liberia. How do you see it as filmmakers?
You said FX Studio.
Yeah, Frank Artus.
Okay, Frank Artus Studio.
I think the post was done about a day or 2.
They want to buy people work, or they want to be showing them, or which medium? Moro TV or something like that.
So the contact information are there as to how you can get there. But I think they can say it's a market for you, but in a kind of light.
Have they marketed something before?
I think it's just beginning.
We're just beginning.
Yes, it's just beginning.
But they got to throw the brochure up there. The first thing when I came here to do, the first thing I saw was Gblah.
Yeah.
I asked you about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I need to carry this one to go straight to other people, right? Because you need to tell people X, Y, Z. Tell they want to do video here, there, I don't know somebody. So let me have a brochure for whosoever to do. Let me know what you're offering. Okay. And I can tell my high where they're talking to because you're my friend. No, they tell me I'm answer for free. Okay. I there for 5 years from now, you myself, what the day I come here, I will tell you, say, look, my man, why your account? Hush. 5 years from now, when you gotta host me, and why your account? Let me drop your small thing inside. You understand what I'm trying to say? And I type of friend. And nobody come in take out my thing at the end of the day, the way we're spending, no. Go clean it good. When I see it go somewhere where it reach, don't give myself me talking about thing now. We ourselves we finding the way to do it. But we will send brochures around. Make the thing let be popular. Let people see, let people ask questions, like we said. It's a good idea, though. But the end result is what I want to know. I can't people my thing somewhere, you go all of a sudden, you get scavenging all want to play. No, I'm not doing film to be popular. I get that straight though. I don't know what to my popular. I'm in this thing. I got family, runner. I'm not employed like that. You know the story here, myself. I'm on my own. I seek it away. When I get up in the morning, I got 5 girls, plus my wife making me 6. And it was so women. You know that men. Good. So it's a good thing. I'm not saying I will not ask questions about it this one now. But throw things around, let people see. Okay. It's a good idea. It's a very good idea. How they want to go. But how they want to go about that good idea is what I would want to know. I want to see the ins and outs. I want to see documents. We sign document here, there, and the laws and all that game. Because to Mama Tina can be all over the place.
Yeah, I think Gblah carried that information as well because he posted it on the official Facebook page and giving out how you can reach out to get every necessary information you need to follow. So, Redemption is a director.
Yeah.
We should be anyone this know. What is the future plan for Redemption? What do we expect? What's the next screaming site and all of that? Everything we have to know now. Forward.
Okay, so maybe I can let the writer go first.
Okay, so Redemption will be going to County.
One time, see, you fly straight.
I told you about plan.
Yeah.
A lot of people from Ethiopia come talk about the movie in town.
Okay.
So it's going to Bon County. It's about on the tour. It's only going to 5 counties.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's what we are planning now.
Wow.
And I raise money for that. Yeah, we go there because we can just go there 1 or 2 days. For that, I will be because other people got their things to do here, and I'm going to take them out of it. But I'll be making report back. So I'll be going to Bon County. And when I come back, there are a lot of churches in Monrovia that want private view. Okay. People like want for you should move in our church. So you tell me say can you move say I pay for 100 $100 say. What's it? Did I break?
Yeah. So I was just saying the writer should go first because
but besides that, there are a lot of things we do. We do because some people pay their money, but they did not attend. So I'm planning to have something like a private, just for them. Yeah, just for them. Because of the time, some of them they are sharing what kind of a board game. So we have private stuff for them to watch, they will view it, and then from there we have another. They will not. I don't believe in the word they use in Nigeria as premiere. We don't know what called premiere. There are a lot of things we don't know. You know and I know. We don't know premiere here. Not because people red carpet and people can still know. They're not premiere. You don't know what called premiere. You really don't know what called premiere. Because when you have a premiere of a movie, you have Netflix there, you have the sort of people there, you have the other one there, you have the other one there. All the network then it tells you, look, man, I want to show this thing on my TV for like 2 years. Yeah. And let's start talking.
You know what? At a certain point in time, we're constrained. At a certain point in time, when we started posting our the information flyer for the movie, we had on a viewing time or viewing night. You look on our ticket, you carry viewing time or viewing night. You look on our invite, everything. At some point in time, we were like constrained because like some people were posting and sharing the work. People sharing the work, and they said they keep putting premiere. And I told them, I said, we can't keep correcting people. Like, just go. You know, but like, there's something that we will do in few counties. Like he said, we're not going to all of the counties. Okay. We'll go to a few counties and then show the movie to some big popular area. After we do the publicity, areas that we know can hold more people. And after moving around, come back to Monrovia, do the same to 1 or 2 churches, then we will officially upload it, where those in the diaspora can be able to follow the link, watch the movie on the link. And what we know is on YouTube, or what we have seen over the years, you don't instantly start getting money from YouTube, right? If the movie should be put on YouTube, for example, you don't get instantly start getting money from YouTube. There are time or there are certain benchmark
Screening number.
Yeah.
Subscriber numbers. And
all those things put you in that space. So we're gonna look at it if we want to upload it to our personal YouTube channel that will be used for all of our future works, or if for now while uploaded to ours we can use our already existing channel that's airing Liberian or just any content.
No one tries to play the hero.
You just barge into our house, flaunting your arms around as if you are Joe Commando or something. Don't you fear God?
Sit down.
Who is she? Who? Your wife.
If anything comes up, I'll call you.
You want to preach to me, right? Not today.
What is going on, Joshua?
Mr. Man of God here is trying to lecture me about
Oh,
God.
then calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down. I am trying to concentrate here and see how this can be over with. If any one of you take a step from here, when I come back, I'll kill the rest. I will shoot you if you take one more step.
Shoot me if you think you have the nerves. Or are you a toothless bulldog?
Now I know this is your home, but as of now, you play by my rules. Rule number 1, shut the hell up. Rule number 2, speak when you are spoken to. And the final rule, No one tries to play the hero.
You just barge into our house, flaunting your arms around as if you are Joe Commando or something. Don't you fear God?
Alright, so as I was saying, we after touring the various counties, come back to Morovia and do some other viewing, private viewing, other things. We will be open to work with other existing platforms, and then or our personal platform for future projects. Now, the reason why we're doing this viewing is because we will be using this means to generate instant funds or funding, because we know that the viewing is a long-term investment. We're using this means to generate instant funding while we are also we have, and part of the matter is just from the viewing, we have already started to get some good news where there are many people who are interested in being executive producer for upcoming projects.
Wow.
So we can assure that in a not too distant future, we will already start putting things together. Already we are working with the script and other things are already on course for the next project. But when I say, well, I mean like our actual stuff, yeah, like what the papa said, the writer said, Hush, we don't want to in our future projects, we don't want to say you are wearing this
And you don't have it.
and we don't have it. The reason why we wrote it for a purpose, we know that sometimes in filming you make what not supposed to be. It happens, we know that. But there are some key things that are relevant to your story. You know that they should be there. We don't want to compromise those things. So we are excited that people are already expressing interest in stepping in as a executive producer for the next project. So we just want to get us starting. So the finances can be used to start things on ground. We start to engage and move on other things before we start going to agreements with would-be executive producers. Yeah, and yeah, sure. I think that's just the next step for us.
So thank you so much. Again, you are watching A New Beginning live on Gblah TV, and I have with me these two beautiful people, two Liberians who are changing the story every day. If they not see our money, somebody causing a friend man, somebody causing a friend party, and juke somebody. But these Liberians still see future in Liberia and feel that we can do too many great things. So they are here with me, and thank you for staying with us. Trust me, you have to. Bon County, redemption is coming. The new Leaf production house is coming. This message from redemption is a message that each and every Liberian needs. Every household needs it. So let us pay attention. Let us keep following Gblah TV and keep following their Facebook pages. You have the drop of whatever date is going to be, and you can be a part of it. This is history time, and let all of us together change the dimension of our country from world average to fastly developing and prosperous country. Those are things people like me, people like them wants to see, and we believe you also want to see such thing. So be a part of it. Together, let us make history. Thank you for sticking and staying with us. Have a nice day. Amen.
Okay.
Elevi.
Sit down.
Who is she? Who? Your wife.
If anything comes up, I'll call you.
You want to preach to me, right? Not today.
What is going on, Joshua?
Mr. Man of God here is trying to lecture me about
But
God.
then calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down. I am trying to concentrate here and see how this can be over with. If any one of you take a step from here, when I come back, I'll kill the rest. I will shoot you if you take one more step.
Shoot me if you think you have the nerves. Or are you a toothless bulldog?
Now I know this is your home.